Good morning, parents. Welcome to our first day of Buckner NTI. Hopefully, you're having a wonderful day so far. I know there's probably been some hiccups and some challenges, but that's going to happen along the way. But we're going to work through this together. The first thing I wanted to make this video for was to share about the Buckner NTI HUB. This is a hub that is living and breathing and will be changing ongoing throughout the next couple weeks, adding things to, making sure you have the information that you need. So the first thing I'd like to show you is we have 77 people in here right now looking at the hub and making sure that they are caught up and are aware of what's happening. I'm going to move to present mode, which will probably cover up my face. It didn't cover up my face this time. Normally it does. And so when you get this hub, you need to open it in present mode to make sure the links are working. Sometimes they won't work if you're not in present mode. So today is March 16th, our first day of this journey. Daily announcements. Miss Dan is going to be updating these daily announcements. This is a brand new slide. If you were in here 20 minutes ago, this didn't exist, so it's now in here. We have a morning video that you've probably seen on Facebook. We're going to put these things in different locations so they're accessible across many platforms. And we're going to have different challenges on the daily announcements. Today's challenge is going to be something with Legos, recycled materials, blocks, and we'll use Flipgrid, which I might make a different video for, as they only give me a few minutes per video to have the free version. Frequently asked questions. We've already been called several times like, hey, what if my child needs to talk to their teacher? Hey, what if I need something? What if I don't have electronic access? Those type of things. So we've kind of started a frequently asked questions, but this is also a tab here, which will take us to the letter that was sent with the NTI Overview for families. This letter is very informative, has a lot of good information there. It's probably not going to answer every single question you have because the questions are dynamic and they're constantly changing depending on need and what's going on and as we learn more throughout this process. But please read through this letter all the way. It has some things on there so you can see how you turn things in, see how you contact your teacher, see how to what grade level does what. So a lot of good information on there for all subject areas for all grade levels. So please read that letter all the way through. That'll be a great starting point for you. Then we come to the hub. This is where everything is stored. So if you have a kindergartner, you just click on kindergarten. If you have first grader, click on first grade. If you have multiple kids, you just click on whichever grade level that they're in. For this particular case, I'm going to click on fourth grade. In fourth grade, when you click on it, it gives the lesson plan overview for fourth grade. And most fourth graders and fifth graders have been using Google Classroom most of the time this year, so they're very familiar. So some fourth graders have already been in Google Classroom and they're already trying to work, but they have a lot of questions for their teacher today because inside of this document are the instructions that kids needed to have and read in order to know exactly what to do in Google Classroom. So please, parents, if you have not shared this with your child, please share this document with your child. So if they're a fourth grader, they need to be able to access the fourth grade materials and read through what it is they're supposed to do, because the Google Classroom is the platform in which they can do some of these things and where the materials are, but this is where the instructions are to tell them what to do with those materials. So they're kind of linked together and students will need both pieces. So parents, please share that with your child. Then, let me go back one. The Daily Read Alouds and Book Buzz. Miss Bebelar, our literacy coach, is going to be reading a read aloud book, so your student can get on there and listen to her read a chapter or a few pages of a book each day. So that'll be in the works. It's getting put together. Contact us. You can contact all of our email addresses are linked right here so we can help you. Again, we have just taken some of the highlights out of the letter and put them on each slide here so you can see. How does my child turn in their work? Question of the day. Like some people started yesterday because you're so excited. It's pretty cool that people want to do school on Sunday. But the way you turn in your work will all be listed right here. And then another frequently asked question, still, how do I turn in my work? So that's the highlight of the day. But again, if you read the letter that went home, which you can reach by clicking on the link here at the top, frequently asked questions, read through that. That will explain a lot.